y'all. I wanted to make a video today. This is my first video I've made actually so far. I wanted to make a video about my broken jaw because I know I was looking up, a lot of things on the internet while I was in recovery, still in recovery, about what it's like, how to get through it, people who have just gone through the same thing, and there wasn't much online about it, so I decided to go ahead and make a video about my experiences with having a wired jaw and a broken jaw and everything else that goes with it. I also broke my ankle, and I can make a video about that as well if y'all want me to. So, about a month ago, me and my boyfriend were driving home from a wedding shower to change and get ready to go to a friend's house to just hang out for the rest of the night. And someone decided to turn in front of us at the very last minute, and we ended up T-boning them. They smashed my whole front end in and then the driver's side door, but I ended up, hitting my head and blacking out, and I don't remember anything after the impact until I was in the ambulance, and I was like kind of in and out of consciousness. So what ended up happening was I broke my jaw in two places. One was like up here, and then the other one was down here somewhere, and it wasn't a complete breakthrough, and my jaw was still sitting on top of itself, so it hadn't moved back and forth or anything, and so immediately, we waited a couple of hours, and then the next morning at 7 a.m., January 17th at 7 a.m., they went ahead and did both of my surgeries at the same time, my ankle surgery and my jaw surgery. And she just wired it completely shut. And I have the arch bars still, and I have rubber bands now. But I was wired shut for 3.5 weeks, roughly. And I had to just drink pure liquids. I couldn't get anything else through the gap in my mouth. And so I just was drinking chicken broth, beef broth, the little packets of ramen noodle crap. I was trying to drink smoothies and anything else that had protein or whatever in it to help me not lose so much weight. A lot of people wanted me to drink Ensure, but that tastes like breast milk. I imagine what breast milk tastes like, and that's what it would taste like to me. So that I didn't drink that. That was disgusting. So I had to just get protein-packed smoothies from Smoothie King to try and get the nutrients I needed. But I ended up losing 13 pounds in 3.5 weeks. I went through a depression because of my jaw and my ankle, and not being able to eat and constantly being hungry will get to you pretty quickly. And so I was going through a lot of depression. I didn't know if I could make it through having my mouth wired shut because I was just so hungry all the time. I was so aggravated, and God bless my boyfriend for sticking with me through it all, because he is a saint for putting up with my hangry ass self the whole entire time. And so then after the 3.5 weeks, I got the wires off, and I got the rubber bands instead. There's 4 of them altogether. I can take them out to brush my teeth, and I can take them out to eat, but I can only eat soft food. So I only eat mashed potatoes, or really soft bread, which is still kind of hard, or applesauce, things like that. So I'm not hungry anymore, but you don't have the satisfaction of chewing. So, all of that aside, I now have the rubber bands. I still have the arch bars, but I go back in a week exactly. So next Tuesday I go back and I'm gonna get everything out. They're gonna have to numb my mouth, which is kind of scary because I don't like needles. I didn't get the option. Some places give you the option to go under anesthesia again or to get the numbing shots. I didn't have an option. She just does numbing shots. And so I have to go through that. I have to deal with that. And so I have to go back in a week, do all that, and she'll take everything out. I'm assuming I'm going to be sore because I can already feel where they placed everything in the gum, and it already hurts. My teeth are already sore. My bottom teeth were loose after the accident. They were all loose. And so I think that the nerves are still trying to reconnect, and that's why they're so sensitive still, which I'm really scared about. I feel like they're going to fall out when she just takes everything out. But in a week I'll get them out. I can't open my mouth very wide without the rubber bands. I could only open it about like the width of my finger. And if I try to push past that, it's like so sore and it feels like I'm going to crack my jaw wide open. Chewing is really sore. It's hard to chew. And if I chew like soft foods for too long, my jaw will start to get tired. And so after I take everything off, what I have to do daily is just like exercise my jaw, open and close, until it gets back to the way it used to be, which will take a couple of months. From one of the blogs I've been reading, it takes a couple of months before you're able to like open your mouth back where you can and eat things like apples and things that crunch and things like that. I said things like 3 times. So yeah, hopefully this jaw journey will be over soon. I will keep everyone updated. What happens afterwards, after I get all this stuff out of my mouth, I'll make another video, probably either that day or the next day, about what it was like to get everything out, and if it was painful or not, and how my jaw feels with everything off. My 2, like, middle bottom teeth, I don't know if you can see, they're like higher than the rest. I had braces before in like 7 years ago I had braces. And so some of my teeth moved because of the wreck. I don't know if I'm gonna have to have braces again on the bottom or not. My top is fine. It's just the bottom. The 2 middle teeth are like higher than the rest. And I forgot to tell you, one of my front left tooth was knocked out. So they had to like replace that immediately when I got to the hospital. And so I knew that one was going to be messed up a little bit. But I didn't think both of the front teeth were going to be as high as they are. They're like higher than the rest and I kind of feel like a little chipmunk. But the orthodontist is either going to give me braces or shave them down or fix them or something. So we'll see what he says. And then also, after a couple weeks after you get them off, you have to go to the dentist because you can't brush your teeth while you are wired shut. And your breath smells terrible. I'll just tell you, it smells terrible. And so you have to go to the dentist and get a thorough cleaning, make sure you don't have cavities from keeping your mouth shut for so long and not be able to brush. I still can't brush my teeth in the back and side because I have a little baby toothbrush and I can't open my mouth enough to get it in and brush like I need to be brushing. So I'm really excited about going and getting my teeth cleaned for sure. But it's a very hard process. If you feel like you need to talk to someone about the way you're feeling, please do. I was trying to be strong and not complain about it and whine because I don't want to look like a titty baby. But it is seriously very hard to get through something like this. And it's hard when no one knows what you're going through. They don't know how to like talk you through it or anything because they haven't gone through it. It's an experience that not many people go through. So, the people around you don't know how to handle it. But if you can push through the wiring process and you get the rubber bands are so much easier. You're still going to be sore, but it's better than having your mouth closed 24/7 all the time where people can't even understand what you're saying. I only had mine for 3.5 weeks. Some people will have it for a lot longer, six weeks to 3 months. 3 months is the longest I've heard someone having their mouth shut. So if you do have your mouth shut, just try to get through it. Any questions that I haven't answered that you may have, you can just leave in the comments and I'll answer them for you. And if you just want to talk about your jaw and like what you're going through and how to get through it, I will gladly talk you through it because I know how it feels. So, y'all be on the lookout for a lot more videos coming soon now that I can talk and like, get, that was really gross. And I'm sorry. And get my videos out there with me talking and you can understand me because before you couldn't. And I'll also make a video about my ankle if anyone's interested in how to get through a broken ankle. I have a broken ankle right now. I can't walk on it. I'm sitting in a wheelchair as we speak. Let me know and I'll make a video for you guys. So, thanks so much.